on LBC.
20 minutes after 10, here it is. This is your current Prime Minister.
I have friends who are aristocrats, I have friends who are upper class, I have friends who are, working class, but not working class.
Well, he does now, because 30p Lee Anderson is Deputy Chairman of the Conservative Party, the man responsible for all manner of contributions to public life that could be loosely described as obnoxious. So, number one, why? Why has Sunak done this? And number two, how do you feel about the idea that Lee Anderson somehow represents the working class? Loz is in Plymouth to kick things off. Loz, what do you reckon?
Good morning, James. It's great to talk to you. Fantastic show.
Thank you. You're very kind. Well, it's barely started. You're jumping in a bit earlier with that. I mean, it might have peaked, Loz.
I am one of the regulars, James, so I know what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. James, Mr. Anderson, I think Sunak's done it for one reason and one reason only, because he thinks Sunak, Sir Anderson, will appeal to the racists, the bigots, the xenophobes, the misogynists, who the Tories feel inhabit the working class.
Yeah.
It's a terrible narrative that they use, and they've done it for generations. They form a narrative and appeal to a certain voter base, and that voter base is invariably what they see as the working class, who are not very bright, not well educated. They're not.
This is what they think. This isn't what you think. This is what they think. Because the attitudes you describe are just as likely to be found in the Spectator magazine as they are to be found in any saloon bar.
Absolutely, but the Tories know they cannot win power in 2024 without the support of the Red Wall. So Mr. Anderson is the classic character that they can use. He's supposedly working class. He's got that type of accent, and he can appeal to that element of the English electorate, shall we say.
I mean, in that sense, then, not to make light of it, but it's a good appointment.
Yes, absolutely. In that sense, he will appeal to a certain person, James. He won't appeal to.
Well, here's one. Here's a voice from the constituency he represents. James, I'm a resident of Ashfield, 30p Lee's constituency, and I'm embarrassed to have him as my MP. Unfortunately, he plays up to people's concerns about illegal immigration and benefit scroungers, and many people buy it. My mind boggles why Sunak would entertain him, except it doesn't. It makes sense. The bit I don't get, and I don't expect you to unravel this riddle, I don't think anyone can, the bit I don't get is the fact that they've been in power for 13 years. So all of the drums that 30p Lee thumps in the morning, all of the buttons that he pushes are buttons that you'd think somebody somewhere would have the wit to realise must be at least in part consequences of the government that we've had for 13 years, or the party that's been in charge for 13 years.
Couldn't agree more, James, but you know as well as I do that these people, or a lot of these people, take their advice or their learnings from the right-wing press.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I see people. I listen to people in supermarkets day in, day out. James, you listen to conversations at the till, people talking about what they read in the Daily Mail, and I'm having to bite my tongue constantly.
Well, I mean, I'd be out of a job if I started biting my tongue, Loz. So don't worry, I'll keep that home fire burning. Thank you. I mean.